Hello, everyone. Welcome to the
Hey
stream.
everybody, how's it going back?
What?
I was laughing because you asked if I was ready, and for a moment I was like, for what? What's happening? What are we doing?
Well, honey, we're streaming tonight.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you should probably put pants on.
Look.
I would never make you put pants on, my dear.
You didn't need to know I'm not wearing pants.
Well, now they do.
I
I'm not wearing underwear under these leggings.
Oh well, see, I'm wearing underwear over these not pants.
Well, together we make a person that's wearing an entire outfit but two shirts,
Two shirts.
which is almost good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool.
Welcome, welcome, Calliope Sprinkles, welcome, Steve Citrus, welcome. Hi,
Hi,
everybody. I hope
everybody.
you're all having a good evening or whatever time of day it is with y'all. Oh, this is our last stream of the year
Wow.
because it's late in the year
I'm
and
taking the rest of the year off.
taking the rest of it. Some outfits have two shirts. True. Generally not two t-shirts.
No.
But I appreciate
You
the
can rip the sleeves off your shirt, and it could be like a undershirt.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no.
Oh,
I don't think you could anyway. Oh no.
about to find out, man. No, I'm not going to destroy your objects.
Please don't destroy my objects.
They
Wow.
have permanence too.
They... You're learning. You remembered object permanence. I'm so happy for you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's Kerbal Space Program 2. We badmouthed this game on stream
we sure
before.
have.
Like, we have said bad things about it because we looked at it and it was a complete fucking mess.
Mhm.
And it was a complete fucking mess. They were charging like 70 Canadian dollars for. I don't know what the US price was, but it was too much for a game that was launching into early access and was an absolute wreck.
It
And
was launching about as good as your first rocket in Kerbal.
yeah, so but with this recent update, the for science update, it introduces
The 4 Kids update.
the 4 Kids update. It introduces the exploration game mode, which is kind of like career mode in the previous game, where but without funding as a resource. You just have to, you know, do thing, go out into the space, do research, get science to upgrade through the tech tree, and it works out pretty nicely. And
Probably add currency later. I don't mind it not being there though. Not coming
Yeah.
from a place of losing our great Kerbal Space Race because I had to start over halfway through because I
yeah,
ran out of money because I kept firing the astronaut.
oh yeah, you sure did, huh? Oh, Kerbal Space Program 2 launching as well as City Skylines 2. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I'm just as sad about that as I was about this game.
Yeah. But, hopefully there'll be a good turnaround for that as well.
Mhm.
Like, the devs seem fairly intent on continuing with it.
I have a vague amount of faith in
Yeah.
Paradox.
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, it feels like both of these games were rushed out of the door because the publishers were like, okay,
It's time for us to start making money
it's
now.
time for us to start making money now. Like, Kerbal Space Program 2 is published by Take-Two Interactive, who are a bunch of scumbags, quite frankly.
Mhm.
And as, quirky and not like other publishers as Paradox make themselves out to be, they're still in the money-making business at the end of the day, and they were like, well, hey, Colossal Order, we know you're trying to make a good game here, but it's time to go. Time to start shitting out money.
Mhm.
And that kind of stinks. Like, the whole um, state of game development kind of stinks and has done for a while. And the leaks that came out from Sony and was it Naughty Dog? I think. I'm pretty sure it was Naughty Dog, that whoever it was that was behind the recent Spider-Man games, I think,
Mm.
uh, they um, showed that the budgets for AAA games are just getting fucking ridiculous. Like hundreds of millions of dollars. Like there's sorry, not indie, AAA
Oh,
games with budgets getting dangerously close to $1 billion.
Christ.
Yeah. It was Insomniac. My bad. Yeah. So I don't know. It doesn't seem sustainable
No,
at all.
it's super not. Things
Uh,
are only going to get worse
yeah.
and blander
Yeah.
because once you start dumping that much money into something, they're not going to take risks anymore. So they're just going to, beat the dead horse of whatever genres are selling.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Spider-Man 2 had a bigger budget than every Spider-Man movie, and it was like three times the budget of the first Spider-Man game, first Insomniac Spider-Man game, the one that did really well on the PlayStation. And their internal memos even said, does it really show that this is three times the effort of Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man game? And not really.
Not
No,
really.
but it's just
If all that budget was going into the wallets of the developers,
yeah,
that would
exactly.
be
Yeah,
nice. But
it's interesting really to see where some of that budget goes. Like a lot of the big execs have multi-million-dollar compensation packages. Like I think one of the execs was getting somewhere in the region of 100 million for their contributions. Like, what could you ever do as a human individual that's worth $100 million?
I would rather give 100 devs $1 million
Yeah, exactly.
any day of the week.
Yeah. Wonder how much that went to the Adidas product placement Spider-Man suit that everyone hated. Oh my fucking
Oh
god.
yeah,
I didn't
I
even know
remember
about
seeing
that. That
that.
sucks. Anyway,
This is why I'm not really interested in AAA games. It all boils down to capitalism. It ruins everything it touches.
it absolutely does. Like, we were, and we'll spare you the ramble this time because you've all heard our opinions on Starfield at this point. Game, game not interesting. Game take uninteresting option at every possible angle. Uh, but just the AAA games are always just taking these safe options, and it leads to them just being bland, 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 and uninteresting. Anyway, Kerbal Space Program 2. Now that we've driven everyone off with our um, rambles about the state of the games industry. But if you've not been driven off by that talk and you're not already following us, it would make us real happy if you hit that follow button because we are like 7 followers away from 700.
Please,
And
please.
I would love to hit that
Is
milestone.
he okay?
He's
He
fine.
doesn't look okay.
Where's the music? Oh, there it is.
There he is. Yeah, we've been playing this a bunch the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's still missing stuff that the first KSP had. But what it adds is really nice, and it's definitely approaching. Like I think when this first came out, it was basically a slideshow. You really couldn't do anything but build stuff. But now you can actually kind of play the game, and it's not bad.
Yeah, like there was an original set of system requirements that was put out, and then very swiftly redacted because the system requirements were something fucking ridiculous. Like I think they're still beyond my system that I've got at home, but now, whatever the system requirements are, I'm running this at reasonably high fidelity, and it runs fairly smooth.
Yeah, it runs pretty smooth for me too on a laptop that's older than yours.
Oh no, your laptop's actually newer than mine.
What was it?
Yeah, you bought that after I got this thing. But this thing
I feel
was...
like yours is a little beefier than mine.
Yeah, it was kind of... I bought it in 2017 intending for it to last me, like, as long as possible. And I actually fixed it up recently.
I was going to say, what you can do now that it doesn't have a big lithium balloon in it.
It hasn't had the big lithium balloon in it for a while, to be fair. That was dangerous.
Yeah.
Your new space program, leaping forward into the cosmos. Since the dawn of Kerbal
I don't
kind,
think they have subtitles.
we have looked to
which
the
is a
sky
shame.
and wondered what sublime mysteries lie hidden in the darkness. Like
Which
jewels
one of you
never
is the
beheld.
astronaut and which one is
These
those?
untold treasures may soon reveal themselves due to the efforts.
I say back to you,
Kerbal
goblins.
Space
Which of us would be funnier to put in a
I
space
think I might
suit?
have been the only copy of the orientation film. Hold on! Slides, somewhere. Welcome to your first day running the Kerbal Space
I liked
Program.
Kerbal
This
Sagan.
campus hosts the greatest ever
Kerbal
gathering of
Sagan's pretty
astronomers, astronauts, and engineers. After years of focused effort, this collection of geniuses has created several very impressive buildings.
Me.
We believe we have all the necessary pieces to take our first steps off the ground. The best way to advance our technologies further is to get up there and learn by doing. All we need now is somebody to show us how to put all these parts together. Well, we also need somebody to help us out with the flying. We need a lot of help, actually. That's why you're here. My
What
name
was
is
hard
Paige,
to
by the way.
draw? It's on the
If you need
clown
any
makeup.
hints,
I'm
feel free
sorry,
to visit me over at the
goblins.
training center. Everything in there is well padded, so it's a great place to get up and running. Welcome aboard.
Yay.
Okay. So, there are actually some really decent tutorials as well, which we are going to be skipping over because we mostly
Why not?
know what we're doing.
I can go into space.
But like,
You hit up.
Yeah.
They're very cute.
yeah, like you get a little video tutorial. I'm just gonna
Yeah, let's play one.
play one of these. I'm not gonna go through all of these. If it was hard, I wouldn't do it. That's the kind of attitude that put people on the move.
Exactly.
Wait, no, I think
John F. Kennedy said,
if it's too
Space
hard,
is
we
the
wouldn't do
place.
it.
"We do things not because they're hard, because we wouldn't do them if they were."
So you want to get to space. Have you tried rockets? Rockets use fuel and engines to create thrust, which propels them forward. When a fuel tank is empty, it is dropped to stay as lightweight as possible, allowing the rocket to go even faster. These tanks, as well as other expendable parts of a rocket, are called stages. Different stages do different things. Often the first stage is very powerful, with just enough fuel to
Yeah,
get the
there's
vehicle through the atmosphere.
Good tutorials introduced
The
with
second stage usually
these
has a
videos that give
low-thrust
you the
engine
concepts
that, while not as
that-
powerful,
Yeah,
is more
later
fuel
ones like have a partial rocket. for
After
you.
dropping
Yeah.
the heavier first stage,
Yeah,
and
like
leaving
you've got the video
atmosphere,
tutorials and
the
then some
second stage
interactive
engine pushes
tutorials.
the much lighter
neat.
second stage to orbital speed.
We are going to talk over these, so sorry. We're here to entertain you, not Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah.
On a flight to space, the final stage parachutes back down to the surface, ideally in one piece.
I feel like I'm still at the point where if someone was interested in this game, I would still probably tell them to get KSP1.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, it's better value for money right now, and
This one feels largely like a visual upgrade. more than
yeah,
anything.
exactly. It the way it is now, it feels like KSP1 with a couple of little bits and pieces of missing features, some bugs, and like way better graphics and way better
Yeah.
UI.
And to be fair, I think a little more charm.
Yeah, I think a little more charm. Like, things look a bit more designed, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? So let's go to mission control and pick up some missions. So our first thing is launch a rocket. And we are going to skip through the text here because it is kind of funny, but also it boils down to
Yeah.
tutorial
Go
text and go up.
Up is where space is.
Up's where space is?
Give me some kids science video vibes. They're pretty cute.
Okay, so we want to get a rocket off the ground and get it to at least 10 kilometers into air.
Easy peasy.
Uh-huh.
So we're unlocking parts with science. There's like a whole tech tree kind of thing that we plug our science into.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment.
You don't need any of this page. That is your real name.
So, first things first, the pod.
Yay. A lot of these are designed after real world parts.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Mercury?
I think it's the Mercury, yeah, single person capsule.
Yeah.
Yeah, starting out, you do not have a lot of stuff. You just have your command pod. You have a couple of small fuel tanks, like a small fuel tank and an even smaller fuel tank. A single engine with gimbal. Gimbal being like
Wiggle.
yeah, it can wiggle around.
So you can kind of aim the thrust a little bit.
What about the hot and sexy Kerbal lore? Admittedly, there is actually some lore in this. Like, we progressed enough in the campaign to go, are they doing a story? Is there a story going
that's
on?
true. There does seem to be a little bit of like just a story that they're telling along.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we could. Question: is there Kerbal, Yuri, and/or Yowie?
There's definitely Kerbal Owie.
Plenty of Kerbal Owie. Is it worth having multiple stages here?
Always worth having multiple stages.
Kirby.
Kirby.
Hey, water.
I think there's a fan theory that the Kerbals are actually plants.
Uh-huh.
That they're like photosynthetic. And that's why we don't need to pack sandwiches along, but at least in the previous game where you could do like internal views, you could see shelves with like sticky notes that say like spare sandwiches and
Snacks.
snacks.
Yeah.
Really cool thing with wings, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't used at all, to be
Yeah,
honest.
me neither.
Because
Let's
I don't.
see. So we want root length longer, probably.
It's a fun shape. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, you can really get wet and wild with these things. I want the tip to be angled, actually. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You make some non-wing shaped wings.
I know, it's pretty great.
Ah, how thick's that root?
Whoa. Oh, for Twitch. That actually looks fine,
Yeah.
I think.
Toe to tip.
That's a rocket. Staging's a bit
Ooh,
messed
staging's a
up.
little fucked.
I think both of our rocket engines are going off at the same time.
But only after you decouple.
Yeah. So, that's exciting. There we go. Some things are still a little bit frustrating here and there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a rocket.
That's
you
a
want
rocket.
to name it?
Up goer 1.
Okay. Gotta see. Up goer 1.
Stole an XKCD joke. Yeah, I know.
If you build a rocket here and make it go up, you'll go to space.
A salute for our brave boys in green. Well, our brave boy in green, I guess.
Brave boys is green.
Our brave boys is green.
Right, Bob. Die.
Hey, look at that thing go. So, if you've seen KSP1, obviously this is...
It's trees now.
Yeah, it's trees, it's got foliage, it's got a bunch of rocks and stuff all over the place.
A fucking cloud layer,
Yeah.
which is awesome. The engine effects are really, really good. The re-entry effects are really, really good.
We're going there before end of
Be
stream.
there.
Should really eventually get a crew report. Cool quality of life feature, new KSP2. There's a button that's just do all the experiments, and you can now hold multiple crew reports in the capsule. Oh, game's a little loud. Oopsie.
Thank you, Cat Girl. Cat Girl Chili's? Oh my god, I want to eat there. Yeah, the engines are pretty much.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we're going there.
Get there.
I should have been doing a gravity turn at some point, but
It's going straight up.
that's going to be a fun surprise for anyone still sitting at ground control.
Somebody's gonna be like, oh, it's a really nice day outside. I'm just gonna sit down and have my soup that my beautiful wife made me from home. And they sit down and then you land right in their soup.
Power watching sim noise levels. Yeah, you're not wrong. Now, where's our mission stuff? Mission tracker. Launch a rocket. It's
We
done.
needed to get to 10K and we have far surpassed that.
Now, we can actually leave Bob up there for a moment.
Yeah.
No,
Well, we can't.
I guess we...
See if we can get an orbit out of this. We probably can't, but we're pretty up there. What's our...
Our apoapsis is 85K.
We can work with that.
So we're out of the atmosphere.
Normally we would want to do is make a gravity turn like Jack said, where if we start heading east along the which way to Earth go, then we can use the rotational velocity to help us move to the right.
Essentially, when we're launching up, we want to tilt this way so that we can use the fact that Kerbin is rotating to our advantage. So the planet rotates underneath us, and we get essentially a bit of free movement out of it. SKSP rockets go fast enough to skip collision detection.
I had a rocket where I was trying to land it, and I was on a collision course with the planet, which is fine. But I was impatient, and I sped up the time warp too much. And when I stopped it, my ship was in the core of the planet.
Oh no.
In pieces. That was a bad time.
So we can see here that we're not quite at our apoapsis just yet. I don't... Actually, if we use our fuel sparingly, we might well get an orbit.
Wait, we don't have a lot left.
No, we don't. The best point to accelerate is at apoapsis because of physics reasons.
Physics reasons. Whatever you do in terms of velocity and changes to your orbit in space affects the orbit on the opposite side of the planet. So if you're boosting prograde, which means in the direction which you're flying, at apoapsis, which is the highest point in an orbit, then it will increase your periapsis, or perigee, which is the lowest point.
So currently our perigee, or periapsis, is negative 123,000 meters. Also, we need to hydrate.
Which means we are Kerbin bound.
Yep. And our trajectory takes us down there, wherever that is.
In the dark.
I'm going to run another crew report. to get a bit more science out of this. And just hope that Bob survives re-entry, because we don't have heat shields yet.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, forgot about that. Okay, so real quick, they haven't yet added in the funeral minigame. where you have to write up an incident report along with a "Dear Mrs. Kerman, how are you? I am fine." Well, not that fine really, because I have some bad news for you today.
I mean,
we accidentally made
I think you've exploded more boys than I have. Do they come back eventually, like in KSP1? Because, like, I remember that they would just kind of.
They do.
Okay, yeah. They just kind of wandered back into the space center, no matter where they wound up.
Yeah. She'll be fine. Yeah, he's gonna be totally normal. Ugh.
Okay, we are descending right now, so it's probably okay. We are going into the dark, into there, so that's fine.
Well, the good news is we are gonna light up that night sky something fierce here in a minute.
Here we go. When do y'all think you'll be able to stream to tonight?
In a couple hours.
Yeah. Don't know how late, but
usually go till about 3 or
3
2
p.m.
Eastern.
3 p.m. Eastern,
3
or
a.m.
about
Eastern.
3 a.m. Eastern, sorry, or midnight Pacific, or something.
Yeah.
Until Saturday, man, if only.
Look at the mountains.
Yeah,
it's so pretty now.
Like, I think you could achieve this kind of visual fidelity with a lot of mods on ASP1, but it's nice to just have this out of the box.
I have such small patience for games that don't have Steam Workshop anymore.
A couple hours we'll use to sleep during that time. Well,
oh no.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Reply would have been till next year. Man, we're missing a trick by having fun with our friends.
It's true.
We already streamed through Christmas Day.
It's true.
Let's just speed this up.
Yeah.
I am a little bit concerned that we're not going to get enough atmospheric drag to slow us down either. Like, I'm seeing our... Oh!
I don't think it's going to matter, honey.
I think it's going to be fine. You know, there's... I really should have switched on the heat indicators, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. So... Alright, so...
So, small problem. Exploded.
It blowed it up.
Alright, sleep well, Ghostly. Good to see you as ever.
A good one. Why don't you just go to KSC so we're not redoing missions?
Yeah.
We've got a time frame. He gave his life for science, and it's okay.
Yeah, we launched a rocket!
Ta-da!
Poor Bob. He'll be fine. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, our reporter passed out from all the excitement, and that's the worst thing that happened.
Yeah! Thanks, science.
Science.
Okay, out of the atmosphere. Well, we did do that.
We did do that. We just haven't done it survivably yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think we need to brief.
Oh yeah, we don't, do we?
No. We're just gonna skip them anyway. Well, let's head over to... Oh yeah, the hamburger menu that's an actual hamburger.
I do enjoy that. Okay, let's go to the VAB, because like that...
Do we want to head to the R&D?
That's a fair point. Let's go to R&D and see what we've got. Page. Okay, so our starting rocketry was cool and all, but now we've got light launchers, which gives us a couple of extra bits and pieces, including the radial decoupler, which is quite nice, and a larger fuel tank. Let's grab that, and then we've still got 10, which
Where's-
is enough to get...
Where's heat shield?
Heat shields is survivability, which is right here. So we probably want to, in memory of Bob, who
Yeah.
did not die.
No, I was
There we
just temporarily MIA.
go. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, not the most exciting parts to start with, but we're getting towards survivability.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that if we'd brought Bob back, we would have had some science to bring back.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Oh well. That's fine. That just means whoever's on the next rocket up is going to get an opportunity to do some science of their own.
Yeah.
Okay, nose cone, decoupler. Bob 2 coming to a space station near you.
Now, radical concept.
Uh-huh.
Until we have heat shield, maybe we don't want to decouple that from the control module, so that we have something that can heat up first.
I like the cut of your jib.
You smelling what I'm stepping in?
I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
Catching my cold?
Uh-huh, unfortunately. Okay, so we have a couple of different engines here. I don't actually have anything intelligent to say about these, so I'm not going to say anything about them.
I think
it's kind of useful.
well, I think the Reliant isn't gimbaled.
Yeah, and it's a little lighter as well, which is kind of nice. And since it's not gimbaled, we do need a control surface to, give us some direction in our flight. So we're just going to stick these on. And those are quite nice size already, so we don't need to particularly do anything. There we go. I dubbed this the Lawn Dart 1.
Big lawn dart.
I think that should be able to go up to space quite easily.
Okay. Now, staging. Staging looks okay, actually.
Yeah, staging is fine.
Good. Okay, Bill is geeked out of his little green brain.
Did not see what happened to Bob.
No?
Or maybe he did. I do like the little countdown that you get now. That's
It's
a really
very
cute
cute.
touch. And the water deluge system that even the fucking Kerbals have that. Elon Musk. You need it for your big stupid spaceship, you idiot.
Yes.
That was way too soon to do a gravity turn. Oh well, whatever.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Maybe not that severe.
It's fine, don't worry about it. We're going generally in the direction above. Our instrumentation panel, this big thing here is the nav ball. It gives us a rough idea of what direction we're pointing, which great, love it. We have our atmosphere indicator. Currently we're in low atmosphere. We're going to be going a little bit higher up. The higher up in the atmosphere we are, the thinner the atmosphere is, so the less energy it requires to get through it. So
Also, the less oxygen you have available for the jet engines that you get in this game.
that's probably fine.
Okay.
Man, I shouldn't have even switched off the death counter for this one. I'm gonna just throttle down a little bit because I think Bill's getting a little bit toasty there.
My doctor on fire!
So that's happening because of the atmosphere that we mentioned earlier. We are experiencing friction against the atmosphere, which is why that whole thing was heating up. And
It's like, when you rub your bare butt on some sandpaper, it hurts. It's kind of the same thing.
I can't say I've ever done that. But each
Wow.
their own.
Humble brag.
Oh my god, our apoapsis is
Extreme.
quite large. Apoapsis isn't bad. Let's time warp to that apoapsis and see if we can maybe create an orbit out of
Let's
this.
do the time warp again.
Oh god.
Yeah, sometimes the camera gets a little woogly when you're
I-
right, like up down.
I think my favorite bug that I've seen so far is the one that you run into with the loading screens.
99% of the time that I've opened this game up, it has decided that the loading screen it wants to show me is a picture of Jed Kerman screaming bloody murder as he appears to be flying through the monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey, and it will only show that one. As if, because he died early on in my program, as if he is now trapped in the dark between the stars and calling out for help and to curse my living name.
It's very good. Like, even on loading screens where he doesn't appear, he's just like there for
There is
frame
a
where he's
frame
there.
where it will transition and it will have him in the middle of it.
It is the funniest thing I've seen in this game, and
Especially since I think Friday we're playing this after maybe getting a little bit high. And it was very, very, very funny.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay, so we have, again, quite a long trip back through the atmosphere. We have a lot of horizontal velocity, which is not great for us.
So I think the other cool part of the our little navigation interface. So we've got it tells us our apogee, perigee, and the time to get to both, which are very useful to have. That green bar on the left side is the amount of throttle when we engage thrust. But also that little circle on the right, is super handy. This shows us the directions that we're going to care about. We've got in green prograde and retrograde. That's towards the direction of movement and away from, or the reverse. Radial in and radial out. Radial in is basically looking at the object that you're orbiting, and then out is looking away. And then you've got the pink ones, which are your normal and anti-normal.
Yeah. Prograde and retrograde control the length of the orbit or the height of the orbit. So
Yeah.
burning prograde would
Go
raise.
faster, orbit get higher.
Yeah.
Velocity and orbit are tied intrinsically
Yeah.
like that.
Burning prograde raises this up. Eventually, it would make an orbit. Burning normal or anti-normal will adjust the orbit on this plane. It'll make it
It'll
go
give you a
up
tilt.
or down.
Yeah.
And radial in, radial out adjusts the, I guess, offset of the orbit. So, like, if
Yeah.
I did radial out burn, it would kind of roll the orbit out
If you have an
here.
elliptical orbit, you can kind of see it like the ellipsis kind of rotate around the object.
I think it's just an ellipse. An ellipsis is meatballs.
Fair enough. All right. Everybody, get ready to pay respects to Bill.
Bill Kerman died.
Bill Kerman died.
Oh, that's a shame. It was really green.
Oh boy.
So the theory here is these are now sacrificial parts.
Exactly.
So
We're
hopefully,
hoping those will absorb enough heat that the command module won't explode. But looking at it, I'm not feeling incredibly hopeful.
it's probably fine.
Well, it's not so bad. It's been going for a while.
Yeah, we are still going very, very
We're
fast.
going incredibly fast. We do not seem to be slowing down at all, which is impressive. Oh, okay, we are a little bit.
Like, we're not slowing down as much as we would like, which is to say, we're 10 kilometers from the ground and still.
Oh dear.
Oh, there we go.
Yay! Whoa, what the fuck? We did it! Normal.
Intended. Yippee!
I can't believe that fucking worked.
Not gonna I.
Alright. Bill gets to go home to his family, and look at how happy he is.
Space!
It's a shame I'm going to end up in the middle of fucking Siberia, but here we are. Good thing you put a shotgun in here. I hope me some bears.
This was Bill's plan the whole time.
He just wanted to hunt bears.
He got the wrong idea. He thought he was going to get to Hunt Bears nightclub.
I don't see any hairy butts or leather chaps anywhere.
Ooh. There we go.
Okay, good. Well, look, there's like... There's trees, there's plant life,
Yeah,
there's
there's
shapes, there's rocks.
Pathways?
I don't think any of them have collision,
They sure don't.
but honestly, who gives a shit?
Honestly, I think Bill's going to be quite glad that the trees don't have any collision right now.
Let's see if you managed to thread the needle. Let's see if you've landed him in between trees. Look at that.
Bonk.
Ow.
A comfortable landing at what? I didn't see how fast we were going.
You live here now.
Okay, I'm going to send him outside for a quick EVA.
Uh-huh. It's just like the Outer
I
Wilds.
was going to say.
Look at how happy he is. Can you plant the flag?
Absolutely, I can. Bill's place.
Bill's place, yeah. Why did they give him a flag?
Just part of the standard package, I guess.
It's my underwear.
Look at this
Oh, look at him go!
little happy dance. Well, time to take soil sample.
Alright, I got two full of dirt. Just like Captain Jack Sparrow.
So do you try planting a flag on Kerbal? Some hick comes out and starts shooting at you. Well, back in your box, Bill. How do you fit in there, bud?
Not easy. Alright.
That was a complete success.
Uh-huh. Is it an old wives' well, not an old wives' tale, but is it just an outright lie that the cosmonauts used to have to carry weapons with them into space because they would land in the middle of goddamn nowhere and potentially have to fend off space bears?
I'm sure that I have seen museum pieces of weapons that cosmonauts were issued with.
The thing is, when we're launching from Florida, Cape Canaveral, or whatever, we've got the ocean to drop shit into. But Russia's kind of just got Siberia to drop shit into, so...
Hard landings and, being out there in the middle of nowhere for a while.
We hardly need this now.
I think I'd still like the heat shield, TVQH. We can do aviation. I don't really want to, even though some of the parts are kind of neat.
Yeah.
Probes might be nice because that gives us some electronic parts like solar panels.
We could throw a little satellite in space.
That's true. We could actually just grab up. But we should definitely get Science Junior.
Oh, yeah. Some SRBs.
Ooh, good idea.
Those are tiny.
It's true, but they're SRBs nonetheless.
It's true. That would be solid rocket boosters, which only go at maximum go and cannot be turned off once turned on.
They are exactly the same as the solid fuel that you get for model rockets, just big.
It's big. It's basically there's a bomb in it, and there's just a whole bunch of sludge, and the bomb tells the sludge to get real hot real fast.
The TP-82 is the result of cosmonaut Alexei Leonov's concerns after being stranded in Siberian wilderness when his Voskhod capsule malfunctioned. He feared that the 9 by 18 millimeter Makarov pistol that he was provided in a survival kit would be ineffective against the Siberian wildlife, such as Eurasian brown bears and Eurasian wolves.
Amazing.
This pistol's not going to cut it, guys. We're going to scale up a little bit. Okay, back to mission.
You know what one of my favorite facts about the old space race is?
Uh-huh.
Is the fact that everybody agrees that the U.S. won the space race.
Uh-huh.
I don't really think that's true.
Yeah.
The only milestones that the U.S. hit was the first crewed mission around the moon, not the first mission around the moon, just the one crewed by humans, and landing on the moon, which is a big one. But basically every other milestone, Russia hit. So, like, yeah, Russia got into space first. Russia put the first satellite into space. They put the first dude into space. They put the first rocket around the moon. They were the first to capture the dark side of the moon, I think.
Dang.
Despite what Pink Floyd would tell you, they did most of it. So I don't know.
You can't say all that. People will accuse you of being a communist.
Well, guess what, bitches?
Let's get a big booster.
Yeah. I don't know if the goal for the space race technically was just to get to the moon. I mean, that's what JFK made like his goal, to land a man on the moon by 1970, which they did do. But I don't know if it's just a race to the finish, then I guess. But it feels like hitting each milestone along the way is important too. And yeah, it definitely feels like a little bit revisionist. It's like, America did it. Russia sucks because they're Russian. Farts.
Okay, so we don't need to be delicate anymore.
No. We can chuck this fucker as hard as we want.
Where's our...
In fact, I have a name for this rocket. Can we call it the fucker chucker?
I was going to ask if you want to call it the fucker chucker.
Yeah, space race is mostly an American invention. It's like they weren't really being like, hey, Russia, you want to see who can get to the moon first? It was like, oh shit, we're lagging behind in potential weapons technology.
Yeah.
At the end of the Cold War here, we'd better do something about that. So they made up a race and declared themselves the winners.
Exactly. Which, if that doesn't say a lot about the American condition, I don't know what does. Actually, we can use a much lighter, bright pink engine for our utmost stage now.
The Poodle's really good. Is it the Poodle?
That is
Terrier.
Oh, no, it isn't. Oh god.
The little puppy engine.
Tiny doggy. So... we're gonna go a little bit maximalist here, and Sleet's gonna make fun of me for making a big tall
You're
rocket
making
again.
just a big novelty pencil again.
Shut up! It's not my fault that rockets look like pencils.
We don't need those radial decouplers. Fuck that.
Oh, I'm gonna put radial decouplers on as well.
Oh, good.
Do we need to keep... I don't think we actually need to keep the Science Junior anymore.
I would... Well, some of it has to be returned.
True.
So I think we do want to keep it.
There we go. Okay. So let's get some radial decouplers now. I think we just want to go for a couple of decouplers.
Should make a big slingshot to launch people into space. More cost effective, way funnier. That's been proposed.
There's was it sling launch or something like that? some tech company that was like, hey, what if we just make a big whirl you around and
Oh
around and
yeah,
around?
yeah, the danger carousel.
The danger carousel. Yeah, I don't think that it's like, it seems like it's been built with the concept of, oh yeah, this is a small representation, but once it scales up, and it can't be scaled up.
Right, yeah. The thing about a lot of rocketry is it doesn't really scale linearly. The more, at least with traditional rocketry, the more fuel you have, the less up you can go.
Like this build, down here we have our delta V, which is just the amount of difference we can make to our velocity. So this whole stack has...
Which I am finding to be kind of a estimate rather than a hard number there. Because,
yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that's based off of.
yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's meant to be delta V taking into account like a perfect launch up into space, or if that's delta V at atmospheric level, or
yeah, I think it must be like it's got to be like the amount of fuel, the thrust output of each rocket, and the weight of the craft given each stage or something. But
my main issue with the cargo bay stuff is that it's kind of hard to get these all...
press WASD QE.
Yeah, true, but like, if I put it just on this side, it's going to be unbalanced. Oh, I guess if I do that.
Yeah. I haven't actually really used those.
That one's just kind of floating, but that's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's stuck in the top. It's fine.
So that's some batteries in there. We're going to do some danger solar panels as well.
It's a shame that the batteries in this are a little cleaner, because that same unit in KSP1 is definitely just a couple of fake Duracell batteries.
Yeah, it sure fucking is.
It's really funny.
And let's get a couple of...
Yeah, I need some talk whiskers.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Now it's streamlined.
Yeah.
One thing that I'm quite sad about is that I've not seen these deploy when you're broadcasting stuff back. What was it we're calling this? The fuck chuckler?
The fucker chucker.
Okay. Okay.
If you are sensitive to curse words of any kind, this is maybe not the stream for you.
Yeah.
Because we swear like fucking pirates.
Yar.
Yar.
You know, I don't think Luffy's cursed.
I mean, he has not cursed. He is cursed.
Okay. Oh, I would like to put that away, but I guess that's fine.
Now, this does confuse me a little bit, because we do have instances of Kerbals explicitly speaking English, but they have nonsense numbers.
That's a good point. Like,
So which is it? My verisimilitude is lacking. My immersion.
okay, so Fucker Chucker is going very up. Can't help but wonder if we should have put some Separatrons on these. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay. There's not a whole lot. What is weird is that the sort of orientation in the VAB doesn't really line up with the best way for it to launch if you want to head in the appropriate direction for a gravity turn. That's a little odd. So ideally those would have been on the other sides of it, so you wouldn't have one in danger of just bumping it.
Yeah, this works out fine because the control surfaces are angled ideally now.
Yeah.
Okay, our APOAP system
Look
like...
at them flap. Yeah, I usually try to go for about 45 degrees by about 10K meters, which I think is just numbers I saw from KSP1. Maybe 8 friends. Oh,
Hello.
very interesting lakes. Yeah, they've redesigned that quite a bit from the first game. It's quite fancy. And Kerbin has the good fortune of their space agency being directly on the equator.
Very helpful. There's not really alternate launch sites. I mean, there are, but they're all in the Kerbal Space
It does have
Center.
3 launch pads, which is cool. I don't know why. KSP1, there are a couple points that you could launch from. There was one that was analogous to Kerbin's Russia, and one somewhere else. I don't remember.
In the desert.
In the desert somewhere. Which I forget if you had to find them to unlock them.
No, they were just there. Like, you could switch them on or off in career mode.
There was that island not far away from the Space Center that had like that old barn and runway on it, which is in here too. It's in a slightly different spot, but I crashed a plane into it once. Okay, so this is going pretty good.
Yep, our apoapsis is pretty nice, so I'm going to stop accelerating right now. We've got, what, 1,854 delta V, which, just sticking my finger in the air, testing the wind, I think that should be about enough to circularize our orbit.
It should be pretty good. Will it be enough to decircularize it, or have we just invented the world's most remote prison? Remains to be seen, but here we are.
Look, if we can't get Bill back, it's a space station.
Yeah, that's all.
Checks his fingers, it's in right. Shouldn't have stuck it out the porthole. My bad.
If my indications are correct, it's hot out. Glass casket. Yeah, just like what they put Mr. Spock in that one time.
The Glasgow.
The Glasgow. Isn't that a place in Scotland?
That's Glasgow. Glasgow.
Glasgow. We've also got little buttons there for SAS and RCS.
Mm-hmm.
RCS is
Reaction
control system, which are like the little multi-directional thrusters that like puff to help you orient. And then SAS is
Stability
assistance
Yeah.
systems.
Which is largely a combination of getting your pilot to do the thing and reaction wheels. Like
Reaction wheels are like flywheels that spin a lot and are able to convert that spin into rotation through means.
we're very into space. We don't really know how a lot of it works, though. Look at that. We are pretty close to... Yep, there's an orbit.
We are.
Okay. So we can
Look at all
actually
that gas we got left.
safely leave Bill up here for a moment. So let's scoot our boot back to mission control and see what else they got for us. So orbit Kerbin, yep, we did that.
Yup.
Da-da-da. The little animations that they have are kind of cute. So what do we got? We got spacewalking, so that's EVA while in Kerbin orbit. Glad we didn't come back before that.
Yeah.
Going green, attach Science Junior and perform an environment survey on Kerbin itself. So that's exciting. Then there's Moon or Bust, which is just orbiting the moon. I don't think we have quite enough Delta V to get there.
We could try.
We can certainly try. So let's...
Bill's willing to try, I think.
I think Bill's willing to try. I don't think Bill has a say in the matter, admittedly. So let's go back to the tracking station and control the fucker chucker. Keep forgetting that's what we called it.
Yeah, because it sure chucked that fucker.
So, to get to the moon, we are going to use the orbit planner because... Sorry, the maneuver planner. Because it's kind of complicated to get there. You can kind of eyeball your way to the moon, but it's better to learn the maneuver planner.
if you like watch the moon come over Kerbin's horizon and then just gun it prograde, you will get there. But it's kind of the cowboy
Yeah.
version of space flight.
So you add a maneuver node, and then you can twiddle these knobs. These are all the things that we were talking about earlier. Prograde, retrograde, radial in, radial out, normal, anti-normal. And you can just kind of twiddle with it and see, well, okay, if I burn strong prograde here, what happens? And you can twiddle with that, you see how much delta V is required.
Yeah, how long the burn's going to be when you need to start it.
And you can also reposition it a little bit. And look at that, we actually have a moon encounter there.
Yeah. 842.
So that's not impossible. I feel like we're in trouble getting Bill back from that.
I think we can do it.
We do need to do an orbital insertion.
Hot.
That, I think, is probably our cheapest approach that we can possibly get.
Okay.
So,
Now down below also our SAS control has unlocked the target lock, or the maneuver lock rather. So now it'll just point us in the direction we need to go for this burn.
yeah. And this burn is pretty much going to just be a prograde burn,
Yeah.
but it's useful to know that that's there for other burns that are a bit more complicated than just burn strong prograde. Okay. Alright, we are about 25 seconds to the maneuver. I'll just speed time up a little bit. Our SAS has locked us onto the maneuver target, so 4, 3, 2, 1, and...
Aloha Ita.
So this bar will decrease as we get more accurate to the maneuver that we've planned. Generally, though, you'll probably just want to burn for the time that it suggests, and then stop and possibly do some adjustments afterwards. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because it's taking quite a while. Oh, what the? Okay, apparently using time warp messes up the
Seems like
burn timer a little bit.
Oh, that's all right.
There we are.
All right.
So we have a moon encounter.
I'm gonna go check out the moon.
So there's our encounter start and our encounter end. And you can see that over here as well. We have a very brief period where we're in the moon's gravitational sphere of influence rather than Kerbin's. So let's get out there.
Just as a fun fact, also, Kerbin actually has 2 satellites. We've got the moon and we've got Minmus.
Which is out here somewhere.
I think you were just looking at it. Yep.
Oh, there it is.
It's very, very tiny. It's actually, in some ways, easier to get to than the moon, even though it's farther away. Partly because it has such little gravity that you could essentially... You could go to orbit with just the little jetpacks.
Yeah.
Quite easily so. Okay.
Okay, we are now in orbit of the moon.
So...
And we are now actually orbiting in the opposite direction relative to the moon. So while we're going around Kerbin, we're going that way. Now we're going this way because of how gravity works. Orbits are weird.
Orbits are weird.
So we want to burn fairly strong retrograde here. And there we go. So that will give us orbital insertion around the moon. I'm just going to tweak the planner a little bit until we get a very cheap maneuver.
You know what I hate about this, Jax?
What is that?
It took us like 6.5 hours to get this point in the space race. What were we doing?
Don't know.
How did we do such a bad job?
Don't fucking know. I feel like funding must have been a big obstacle for one thing.
I think so.
Like, we did have other objectives besides just get to the moon. We
That's
had
true.
to, like, put satellites in orbit first, Kerbal in orbit, that kind of thing.
Speaking of, what's your proudest accomplishment in this or the previous game?
I am very proud of putting a large modular space station up in orbit
You've
around.
made some really cool space stations in
Thank
this,
you.
I must say.
Yeah, I like building space stations. The one gripe I have with building space stations in KSP is that there is just a lot of repetition involved because...
Space Race VOD fun as hell.
Oh.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
That was one of our very first big streams.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
It was like the last stream before we changed our whole visual style up and
Yeah.
before Girl Stream Team versus Transphobia.
Yeah.
So that was exciting.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Do we not have a mission control thing to get here?
yeah, we did.
Did
We
do
got it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So let's scoot our boot back to mission control. We can pick up... oh, apparently going green. I don't know that we did an environment survey on Kerbin, but I'm not going to complain.
Works for us. Yay.
And moon or bust. Where were we? Yeah, the space stations, like, getting them up there is very fun, putting them together is very fun. It involves a lot of orbital rendezvous, which I've kind of forgotten how to do well. I used to know how to do them good. I
Yeah.
think the secret is put some RCS on there, you dingus.
Yeah.
But also, like, just if you're building a modular space station, you have to do a lot of launches, and if you're building it somewhere remote, it's kind of a bit annoying to keep launching stuff out to that remote place and doing all the maneuvers
it can
involved.
be pretty repetition. Our reaction wheel's still OP. Pretty much, yeah. And
Yeah.
almost all of the control modules have inbuilt reaction wheels in this.
Uh-huh.
Adding extra ones on still helps quite a bit. Oh, dang.
Perfectly circular on
Oh, hey.
Kerbin.
Oh, I thought we got that one right.
No, sadly not. And land on the surface of the moon.
Okay.
So that's the goal for the stream. If we get there sooner than we thought, we'll definitely go longer. But
Sure.
let's see.
I think my two best things. I've landing a lander and vehicle on Duna, which is
Oh my!
Kerbal Systems Mars,
Hmm.
was quite a proud achievement. I have gotten further than that. I've gone to not Venus and I've
Mhm.
gone to not Jupiter. My other favorite thing I did in the first game and this one actually was making a geocentric satellite array. Or geocentric.
Oh yeah!
Geostationary satellite array. I put some really backwards fucking ass satellites up in space where they belong. They still believe that planet's flat. Can you believe it? Fucking idiots.
Geocentric satellite array is very fucking well done.
But yeah, that felt really good.
Did that pop thing for that? Yeah, it did. Good.
Yay. There's a very specific orbit, which is the geostationary orbit, where essentially the amount of time it takes a satellite in that orbit to make one revolution is the exact amount of time it would take a point on the surface of the planet to make a revolution. Essentially, it becomes suspended in a fixed point relative from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole calculation which I don't remember. It's like the radius which is going to be the altitude because it's like a big circle,
Mm.
is equal to like the cube root of the gravitational constant and the mass of the object and the length of a day, a sidereal day. Quentin's Creature Corner.
Oh, thank you for the YouTube sub.
Thank
Appreciate
you for
it.
the YouTube sub. We had a cute little tails there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Um,
They don't show up that often because we don't tend to get a lot of YouTube subs on stream. That is the wrong direction from it. I want to be.
we could definitely land it. Well, no,
We really shouldn't. Like, I don't think we've done.
he wouldn't. He
No.
wouldn't come back, and yeah, he might die in the approach. Maybe if you jump out and just use the jetpack.
Okay, so breaking our orbit of the moon is pretty cheap.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good because
you can actually get a much more
Ooh.
favorable approach if we.
oh, that's
Do that
gonna be
bird
much
there.
nicer. Anyway, yeah. So it's gonna go at the same rate as the surface revolves. So, and then to make an array, I have like 3 satellites making a equilateral triangle. So basically, each one can always see its 2 sisters. What you need to do is make an orbit. I made one rocket that had all 3 satellites in it, and I made an orbit. Kerbin has a 6-hour day rather than a 24-hour day. So if I want them evenly spaced and I have 3 of them, 3 divided by 6 is 2. So I had an orbit where the apoapsis is at that exact altitude for the geostationary orbit, but the full elliptical orbit it's in takes exactly 2 hours. And then just every time it hits apoapsis, I let another satellite go and circularize its orbit. And they're in a nice, perfect little triangle.
Which is pretty fucking cool. If you ask
And
me.
yeah, you can load one up and you know what we should do?
Oh
We should have looked at the moon. We'll get a chance to do that later.
shit!
Uh,
You mean
I
like
forgot to lay on the door. Fuck!
we did?
shit.
We did do science above the moon. It's fine.
Hard to breathe out there still.
We also did an EVA, so it's fine.
Okay, he got to see it. We did.
It's true.
Anyway, yeah, if you look at one of those and control it and then just speed up time, you can see the planet just kind of hovering there. It wobbles just a little bit depending on how accurate your orbit is. It's very satisfying.
That's exciting.
Ooh. You know what we want to do is go to apoapsis and burn retrograde. 194 is maybe not going to get us there. Now that I think about it,
Maybe it's fine. We'll
it
see.
could be fine.
I'm a little concerned. I think I might actually let us go for another orbit around because otherwise we're going to get some lunar interference with our orbit. In fact, we might actually get that now as is. Nope, we're good. Okay. Okay. So hopefully we have enough delta V to get Bill back. Otherwise, space station.
Yeah. I in this game, the sequel had one of my early launches where I did run out of fuel before I could get back to Kerbin, and literally what I did, and we're gonna have to do this here, I think.
Oh, yep.
You can get out and push.
No way.
Yes. Yes. The Kerbins have a little jetpack, and if you just put them up against it and push.
Okay. Which direction?
So you probably want to have it facing infinite jetpack recharges. Oh, do they recharge when you go inside of the?
Oh, God.
So we want to have this facing what? Retrograde.
It is currently facing
So,
retrograde. Yeah.
so that the butt is what's moving forward. So go to the butt, hang on to the engine, and push.
Okay.
Promise it should probably work.
Oh god.
Okay.
How do you
Shift.
Okay.
Shift and control is up and down.
Haven't done any EVA. Well, I've popped my head out of the rocket and gone, science!
I have enough to bring the orbit down under 70. Nope, we have 0.
Yeah.
There you go. It's going down.
Is it?
Yep. Not very fast. We have to be below 70K for it to work. That's when we know we'll be catching enough atmosphere that our orbit will decay.
That is going to remarkably fast, considering.
Yeah. We just gotta burn
Gonna be here for a while, so
500,000.
I don't think we've got enough to do
Speed
that.
up. That's probably a bad idea. That's probably a bad idea.
Game doesn't allow it.
No, that's surprising.
So, highly eccentric orbit space station for this guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, maybe we'll rescue you in a future stream, buddy. Get back into your rocket. Please?
No, I like it out here. God.
There's the hatch.
Drake?
Okay, well, let's transmit some of this science that
Yeah.
we've done.
We boop out our snoots?
Oh yeah, we should do that. I can find them. Yeah, it's like a catfish.
Yeah, got barbels.
Where is this?
It's the
science?
clipboard.
Oh, right. Okay. Transmit all.
Now, oh yeah, we've got enough. Cool.
Yeah, we packed some batteries.
Yeah, he'll photosynthesize. I like the idea that they're like moss creatures or something.
Yeah.
So he's just good.
What's my favorite color of spacesuit? I really like the orange ones.
Yeah, the orange ones are fun. The blue European Space Agency suits are pretty nice.
They are, yeah.
But yeah, orange is the best. How's that PE looking? We're still at
Bad.
Yeah. We're still about half a kilometer.
500,000. Half a kilometer? No.
Or half a half of 10,000 kilometers. Sorry, is what I meant to say. He'll be fine. The bean people. They're the bean people from Mario and Luigi's Marginally Unjoyed. I'm so excited.
I love you. Are you having a stroke?
Yeah.
This is from the Bean Bean Kingdom.
Space ambulance.
I should have just turned the speed up for transmitting this. There's no reason for us to wait for that. There it is. Okay.
Oh,
We've
right.
still got like a bunch of science points worth of stuff on there.
Yeah.
But let's just
It'll come back.
yeah, let's just
Just like me.
oh, okay, where are you going?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, fair enough. Never mind, I asked, I guess. Okay, well, I got a couple of extra missions here. Buoyancy test has just landed a body of water on Kerbin, so we can probably knock that out real quick. Perfect Circle is get us pretty much round orbit, which we can also definitely do with the vehicle we've already got, so I'm probably just going to load that up and launch another poor idiot into space with it.
Make your keep cool.
Oh. One thing is that there's a few stock craft that the game does come with. I guess we could probably delete them. I haven't yet.
Car thing is pretty wild.
That crater crusher, yeah, it looks huge.
Yeah, you can load these in whenever you want, even though they almost all of them have like parts that we don't have unlocked.
There we go. I'm just gonna launch another fucker chucker real quick to do the round and 8 your orbit mission.
Okay.
And then we can look at landing on the fucking moon. Oh, Valentina, hey!
Oh, hey. That's weird. Bill's not in there.
Yeah, he's yeah, space station.
Yeah.
Like we discussed. Okay, countdown is very cool, but fancy test, or some might call it drive a truck into the ocean. Exactly.
I found in KSP2 the ocean is very receptive to
Yeah.
high velocity objects. I've had deorbited a satellite before that survived re-entry.
Oh my
and
god.
just full speed ahead crashed into the ocean and it was fine. We were able to recover it. I don't know how that works, but
So, still some problems
Yeah.
with the physics engine.
the game's currently got video game water, which it is water in a video game, so I guess that's fair.
Science checks out. One other minor gripe is that the little science widget here will tell you, hey, you can do some science here, even if you've already got the science for that.
Yeah, even if you would get 0 signs. Oh, look at the lighting.
That's extremely pretty. How do you turn off the... Ah,
Ah.
and that's the YouTube thumbnail.
Nice.
Let's get a couple extra shots while we're at it.
Thumbnail will not be of the one that exploded with the boy and stuff.
No, we didn't get a picture of that one before. Like, maybe we shouldn't have named the Rocket Boy Exploder. We have seen some wobbly rocket problems, which that's something that the dev said should be fixed with the current update. But we've definitely had rockets that are just way too fucking wobbly, and the solution to that seems to be revert to VAB and roll it back out again.
I've had a couple times, mostly with little satellites things, where I've loaded in and they spawn in looking like somebody crushed a soda can.
Yeah!
What? I don't really know what that's about. What if not a world collision with...
Oh, what is water if not a world
Oh.
collision with very little pushback that extends more than dirt?
Yeah.
True, but surface tension's a bitch and will kill you.
Maybe this is very relaxed surface.
Oh, this is water that's been to therapy.
Yeah. I think the Kerbans have a pretty good society. I couldn't see them in war. Can you see them in wartime? Look at those big fucking smiles with like a Kalashnikov and they're...
God.
Right? You wouldn't expect to see disenfranchised, sad Kerbals living in a refrigerator box. They've got UBI.
I would
They've got
certainly
world
hope
peace.
so.
Why wouldn't their water be relaxed?
I mean, it seems like there's, like, just the KSC and no other Kerbal society. So, you know, I think they're doing pretty okay.
Kerbal absolutely will survive a spaceship fall from 70 okay if they start from zero velocity, melt into carbon into the ocean.
Huh.
Cool. You know, one of the big like orbital infrastructure mega structure things that have been passed around before are like orbital rings. Basically just a big belt around the planet. But I've heard it theorized that you could have like you have the ring itself around the planet and it's spinning very, very fast. But then you can have like maglev to it, the rest of the ring, which would essentially be stationary. And you could like hang cities from that. And if you were to jump off of it, would fall straight down and you wouldn't re-enter.
Oh.
Because you're just kind of falling. You're not going to have that kind of extreme velocity.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Quite a high dive.
Yeah, a little bit. Kerbals are physically incapable of hurting each other. Proportions don't allow a force per swing. Which is why they've invented rocketry.
Yeah.
So that they can launch people that they don't like into space. I remember space helmets being a strategy for a while. Like, if you want to survive a fall from orbit, make sure you land on your helmet.
Fair enough. Helmets save lives.
It's just a shame that they don't make the whole spaceship out of the material that space helmets are made of.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing our orbit to the what was it? 100,099. There it is. Nice.
Yay.
Okay, now we just got to splash down someplace.
It's a lot easier to make those little micro adjustments when you've got a very tiny rocket.
Okay, well, let's burn retrograde. Sentence to KSP. Oh. There's a fan theory. Everyone in this is in some kind of Kerbal correctional facility.
Oh dear.
Kerbal Space Center is not actually for space, it's...
You didn't have a choice in this.
God. They look very happy for not having a choice in it, to be fair.
I could pay 80 cents an hour.
Oh, God. That's like $100 in your currency.
Yay.
Now, did I remember to put the heat shield on underneath the Science Junior? So we'll make rockets into corrugated orbs that are indestructible. I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
Okay, we are out of fuel, but we're on...
I had a wizard show up and corrugate my orbs once.
I'm so
Not a
sorry.
pleasant experience.
Thou must corrugate thine orbs.
Or I shall do it for thee.
Okay. We're actually re-entering at a lot lower velocity than we were before.
That's always nice.
Bit of a light show, but that's fine. Now, what's not fine is...
Another of the
Oh, there
many
it goes.
things I don't know about space. Man, look at those clouds. They look so good.
Oh, it's even got different types
Yeah,
of cloud
they
layers. That's exciting.
Pillowy,
What are the tall
creamy
ones
soft.
called?
tall clouds.
That's it. You got it.
Cumulus?
Sure.
Cumuloid? What is... Oh, that's scary. It's
Oh.
the sun. Well, I mean, not the sun.
No, we're falling directly into the sun. Okay. I think that wraps up all the secondary missions.
I think so.
Oh my god, we've been going for longer than I thought.
I
Time
know,
has
right?
flown by. There we go.
Ah.
Go outside.
Oh, what I was gonna say, one of the many things I don't know about space, falling speed feels really fast compared to KSP ones and the thing. I don't think you're moving any faster, but the re-entry effects are a lot smoother, are a lot nicer,
Yeah.
and they do, I think, promote the sense of speed.
And
We
the
were
fact-
also timed up.
Yeah, the fact that there's also a lot more ground clutter does help, because it's like, rather than being maybe one or two trees on the entire goddamn planet, there's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
around for you to kind of get a sense of scale with.
That's true. One of the many things I don't understand about space is when you're re-entering like that, it's I think it's not just like, it's not fire, it's not just heat, but it's like something. I think it has to do with like the air in front of you being compressed into a plasma.
Yeah,
And that is being like blown past the rocket, I think, is what the re-entry
I think
trails
it is
are.
a plasma, yeah,
Something like that.
which is very exciting.
Cool. You want to know another fun fact?
Absolutely, I do.
Apollo 11, I think a few of the Apollo missions, they had to have a 21-day quarantine after, because they were just a little bit afraid that there would be mega diseases on the moon that they would
Yeah.
bring back with them. So a lot of times astronauts will have to go into like a decompression chamber for a while to get reoriented to the Earth's gravity again.
Mhm.
But they had to go through fucking quarantine, and I think like everything had to be sterilized ad nauseum, just in case there was like moon plague.
Yeah, like, they were pretty sure, but they didn't know for sure, so
Yeah,
just in case. Let's get mini science. Or basic docking also. I don't super need the trusses. Power launchers would probably be more useful for getting us up there.
yeah. Okay.
And yeah, this had both of us at first, but there's a lot more
Yeah,
research tree.
there's a ton.
To be fair, I don't think there's really anything in here that wasn't already in KSP1. Like, there's maybe some parts that are a bit different, but the stuff like, their planned, we're going to let you go interstellar and stuff. That's not
Yeah,
really there.
they wanted some theoretical rockets in this game, like nuclear rockets, and
Yeah.
those. What was that? Was it the Orion?
The one that detonates nuclear bombs. Like a
Yeah,
shield. Yeah,
the pusher rocket that blows up nukes behind it to push it
yeah,
forward,
yeah.
like a normal thing to do.
Hey, Jam. But yeah, a lot of the parts are pretty similar. Like the Mark III airplane's the same as in KSP1. Mark II is the same as well.
Some of the science stuff is quite different. They're like weird probulating narbuluses.
Yeah.
You know, probulating narbulus.
That said, I haven't seen this 5-seat command pod. That's kind of nice.
Ooh. Yeah, they do have proper XL stuff.
Is that manhole cover still in space? Time to go check. Oh my god, yeah. Could that really have entered a stable orbit?
I doubt it.
There's no way, right? Like, it got blasted pretty high, but you gotta go sideways very, very fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so unless we particularly want to do another quick launch and hoover up what another 100 science. It's time to go to the fucking
I
moon.
think let's just go to the moon.
Supposed to be going fast enough to escape the Earth's influence. That would be bonkers.
Farewell, brave manhole.
Oh my god, manhole blasting. I didn't even see it. Okay. So we got a lot of stuff. Mun me, baby. We're working on it. We're working on it. Welcome, welcome. So, I think we're probably...
Giant blast for manhole.
God! In my single-player campaign, I did a whole ass actual lander and command module
Yeah,
thing.
I had attempted to recreate the Apollo mission.
Yeah, and kind of tricky.
Mhm.
Like, the way I wound up doing it was so that I had enough things that I could connect the docking port to. I used one of the airplane bodies as my command module. And that worked out pretty okay. But I don't think we want to do that because I had enormous difficulty rendezvousing the lander with the command module again. In no small part because I forgot to put RCS on anything.
Oh, God.
So,
Yeah, that'll take some fiddling that we're not well practiced, but very nice.
the special gold disc of peace and the irradiated steel circle traveling 10,000 miles per hour. Sometimes humanity is great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I do
so
like that disc. Just the concept of it is really cool.
which one, the gold disc or the circle?
The
The gold disc.
The
I know
gold
you're
disc.
meaning the gold disc.
it's also a circle.
Do not try to return with the lander can. It's bugged and the heat shield does not protect it.
Oh, that's exciting.
Did not know that. Very exciting.
I do like that this is called the tin can. Makes me very happy.
That's pretty good. I hadn't noticed that. Okay. Let's put, obviously, our chute on top.
Mhm.
Does this thing have RCS ports built in? I don't think it does it?
I think it does. I think that's what those little bluish plates are.
Yeah. Actually, let's check. Like, it's got a little monoprop in it. You know what? Easiest thing to do. Just stick some monoprop on it and put it out on the launch pad real quick.
Oh, it's got a tumor.
It's just a pimple.
Okay, no, it does not. Maybe thinking of the Mark II.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Violent cheering from the throngs of audience. What? Ow! Ow!
I call this one the party popper.
Ow! 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 I'm having a great time! Ow! 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 Ow!
Rolling around in this penis.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh no!
Breakdancing!
Oh, it's
Oh,
going
shit.
very fast.
Beyblade!
She's escaping. Okay, what if we EVA her? What? Aw.
Oh.
Look at it!
Oh my god! I brought this Tide Pod to snack on and this burst, and I'm getting really clean in here!
Hang on. We need to do something real quick. Oh. Oh. Okay. New design. Slight sidetrack from going to the moon.
Sure.
Trade. Oh, God. I wish we'd unlocked the external seat. Okay.
Ooh. That's fun. Remember to fill that one before you hit launch.
I think it
If you want a second.
autofills. Oh, it doesn't.
Nope.
Here we go. Curse and German.
Persian Kern.
Welcome aboard. Have to jump cleaner up the inside of the capsule. No stages.
Somebody blended a salad in here. Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh. Ooh.
Oh no! Okay. Quick post-mortem on that one. Pros, very funny. Cons, killed both pilots.
Them both dead. Oh,
They're fine.
look at how much fun they're having.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my God.
definitely are suffering. Oh my god.
Now, if I'd have had any sense in me, I would have asked you to paint these green. We have a nice little Sims plumb bob ready to go.
Oh,
Man. It doesn't crumple, it just
it's like a
Disintegrate.
I don't feel a thing.
Oh no! No! Try land gate. The most dangerous environment.
Like I said, it's still in early access. Still has some weirdness in the physics engine. Okay.
Make a decent Robot Wars entry.
My god. Stream froze right at the... Oh god, we dropped a bunch of frames. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
Ugh, I kind of want to do that again, but focus. Go to the moon. Craig Charles narrating. Looks like your space program didn't really get off the ground. Oh, God, I love video game.
Oh, we're losing more frames.
Oh, yes.
Hold, please.
Okay, I think it's good now.
Stop.
Okay. Just in case, I've started recording as well, so if things continue to mess up, there'll be a dod. So that's something. Okay, right, well, focus.
Yes.
We had our fun.
We've made a cool carnival attraction.
We killed some people. For shits and giggles, to be quite honest. Oh yeah, we got a couple of these watch batteries. There we go.
Quite large.
Yeah. I think it's probably fine. Yeah, that won't have
Yeah,
any
that's
aerodynamic
great.
drag issues at all. Perfectly balanced. Still might be able to push enough. We can keep hoping. Maybe we'll rescue him at some point. Okay. So, top stage.
We are just gonna have those there, huh?
Look, I want science.
Okay, fine. We have a round one.
I guess, but these are like so much lighter. These
Yeah.
are like 0.05 tons, and this is 1 ton.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a glove. I'm putting them back on.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our return stage and also our lander stage. So it's
Yeah.
going to need a bunch of Delta V to get down there and get up and then get away.
Yeah.
So, how we do that?
You could just put another Yeah, cargo.
You know, yeah, fine.
You don't need to.
Do the
You
sensible thing. Fine.
You live your best life, honey.
No, it's okay. Put another storage tube on. There we go. It's fine.
Well, we need a decoupler between the two of them, but
Yeah, was there a decoupler?
it sure is. It's right there.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
This way goes away. There is a little like trip planner down in the corner that tells you what kind of Delta V, but it does not feel very accurate at all.
Yeah.
Because it says you need 3,400 Delta V to get to Kerbin from the moon, which you do not need.
Mm-hmm.
You need maybe like 500, depending on how far away you are.
Yeah.
So they just reverse those numbers. So you do not need 10,000 Delta V to do this.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. So thermals. What's our heat shield on here? Oh yeah. I put a decoupler there, didn't I, before the heat shield? Smart, 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 smart.
There you go. Oh, that looks normal. There you go.
But it adds an extra 3,400. Dang. Huh. Okay.
We can get somewhere around 1,000 for the last stage. That'd probably be plenty.
I suppose we could have drop
We could drop our trousers.
tanks.
Let's lose a little bit of weight.
So let's see. So that's our entire return stage.
Yeah.
So, actually, we could probably stand to have the batteries on a set, like
Yeah.
elsewhere, because those
Yeah.
don't really need to come home. 580 down, 580 back up, and 310 to get home. Okay.
We'll aim for like 1,500 just for wiggle room.
Try to attach this to the bay rather than. I wonder. It's probably.
I'm
fine.
attached to my bed.
Oh, sweet.
Sorry.
You pulled my earbud out.
Sure did.
Okay. Decoupler. Right. So, our descent phase.
You know what I call decouplers?
What do you call decouplers, my love?
Game of Monopoly.
Pretty good. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's more than we need.
Mhm. That's more than we need, but we should probably get those drop tanks in there. Like, just have. Like, this is going to be hell on the aerodynamics, which just means that we need to have, like, some big fucking fins going. You see the idea, like, we land on the moon, we refuel the primary tank with these, drop them, put back
I don't
off.
know that we have fuel lines though.
Well, no, we can use resource transfer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is kind of an interim thing before we can get fuel lines.
Okay.
We need our landing legs as well. Where do they put those? It's probably
Wheels.
Is it wheels?
Yep.
Oh, ground, I see. Okay. Let's make sure those are long enough. Let's adjust them downwards just a skosh. There we go. We could put ladders on the side, but we could also have Valentina do a dangerous jetpack.
Yeah, we don't really need the ladder.
Okay, we're just gonna encourage his behavior. Okay, good, good, good. Okay.
Ladder is weight.
We probably don't actually need these batteries for much.
No.
Put them on anyway.
Decouplers are what I call a nice wreck. And morphs into a middle-aged balding car salesman and flicks off. Oh my god, Goblins, you okay? you get bit by a were salesman?
Bit by some kind of Facebook post, I think. Batteries are needed to emit science. That's true. Transmit science. Yeah. Might as well, just in case we can't get him back.
Yeah. Oh, look at my great book of monsters for how to cure a were misogynist.
Okay, so this is our... I guess our lunar intercept phase.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be another Terrier, because that's pretty decent for getting there.
I think that should be enough.
And then we've got the stack of getting us up there in the first place.
The big mama jama.
Mm-hmm.
The big mumbo jumbo.
Okay. Well, go big or go home, right?
Yeah.
Go big or Bill's not coming home. Okay, Valentina to wave to Bill on the way over.
Yeah. Maybe we can pick him up on the way.
No.
Yeah, he would have to kind of like hold on to the outside and
Yeah.
ride back.
I think if we stick some large boosters on the side, that's probably going to be about good.
That'd probably be about good.
A little nervous, but it's probably fine.
I mean, we had a much smaller rocket get Bill almost all the way back.
True, but he didn't land.
That's why I said almost.
I mean, he didn't land on the moon in the first place.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, it'll be fine, I'm sure.
Game still has the problem of being difficult to attach these damn big
Yeah,
things.
you would think it wouldn't let you put it at a weird kilter angle like that. But it always thinks that's what you want.
What a masterpiece.
It's
Okay.
beautiful.
Big fins there. Probably some small stabilizers on these shuckers. Yeah. Great. That's where it's putting them. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that seems fine.
You want big squares, right?
Let's see if we can squeeze out more Delta V with another fuel tanker if we're getting diminishing returns at this point. Let's see, it was about 7,000. Yeah, it's a little more.
And that's, try putting your stage in.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Stage.
So you reckon fire that off with the boosters?
Yeah, because that'll at least give us an idea of what our potential. Okay, let's see.
Okay, let's just check our upper stages as well. So, this whole thing decouples. Lunar insertion stage fires up, decouples. We want these to decouple after that, otherwise we're going to be very sad. I probably want that decoupler and that parachute on separate stages as well. Okay. What are we calling this thing? For old time's sake, Rita Propulsa?
Rita Propulsa.
There we go. Nice. Okay. Well, hopefully this go to moon.
We'll find out.
I think we somehow lost a bunch of Delta V by rearranging our stages there. Well, whatever. Did we add panels? We did not add panels. You're super correct.
Oh, solar panels?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be useful.
Kinda need those a little bit.
We need to harness the power of the sun.
Name it the Ham Blaster.
Oh, Ham Blaster's pretty good.
Kerbals think the moon's made of ham. There we are.
Oh,
It's gonna blast some ham.
because Kerb and mice love ham. That's what they're known for loving.
What? Does mice loving cheese have anything to do with the moon? The moon?
I mean, both are equally inaccurate to real life.
Fair.
I don't know that mice are especially harboring of an affinity towards cheese.
That is overkill. You're kind of right. Little baby panels for
Fun
little
guys.
baby rocket.
Now, if we really wanted to do hard mode, we would be good star stewards and have a means of deorbiting and possibly recovering all of the lower stages.
True. And the side and main thrusters on the same stage might be how you lost your Delta V. Possibly.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to...
What I usually do, I will usually have those on the same stage, but I'll kill the thrust and bring it up gradually, just so I don't need to bother with another stage in the middle of launch.
Heck with it. Let next generation deal with it. I like setting things up so they'll return if I can, but
KSP1 at least didn't handle that very well.
yeah, like I remember one of us rigged up our rocket so that everything would drop and parachute back down and be
Yeah.
recovered, but because the physics simulation only has a reality bubble extending a certain amount, once that stuff gets out of your sphere of influence, it essentially just ceases to exist in the engine's eyes. Okay. So that all this bullshit we attach to the upper stages doesn't have any negative effects on our aerodynamics. To be fair, big wings on the bottom seems to be doing it pretty well for drag. I am a little concerned about this thing just kind of bump against the engine and
Yeah, we'll see. They're kind of doing spreading out. Okay, well, a mild bump.
that's a little bit of a bump. Okay, we are
Good.
cruising. We are going to have most of this for our lunar transfer burn, I think. She says, using terms entirely the wrong way. It's flapping like a bird.
Or
I'm like a bird.
Translunar injection,
Yeah.
she said. Front teeth growing huge and glasses suddenly getting tape around the center.
Hey, those glasses were fine this morning. What the hell? All right, looks good. Let's get some
good. That's
apparatus and what's Oh no! Oh no! I'm having the bug that you had.
Yeah.
Oh god, no! It's happening to me.
Well,
Why?
Fly by faith?
I think fly by faith.
No, don't fly by faith. You ain't getting that back. You gotta revert.
Really?
Yeah.
It just doesn't come back.
It doesn't come back.
Great. Does it revert to launch to it or revert to that?
I've reverted to that.
Okay. Okay, well, that's the simulation. Damn it.
I've had that happen a couple times where it just doesn't show your orbital path and you can't interact with it at all. And it's just, damn, bless just what Kermit the Frog calls his what? Unnatural 20. God.
You know.
I saw, I think, a Twitter thread recently about
Scared.
what Muppet Or what movie would be funniest to replace a character with a single Muppet?
Uh-huh.
I do really like the idea of
The
Kill
thing.
Bill with Miss Piggy as the bride.
That's really good.
That would be really fun. Whether or not that would mean she would have to give Kermit the Frog the 5-point palm exploding heart technique, I don't know. But it would be very fun.
We're gonna try and peek our very tiny orbital pathway and see if we need
See
to.
if it exists. I don't think it exists, honey.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
We're gonna real quick revert to the VAB again, and then probably restart the game because that definitely fixes it. I hope.
She says, looking unsuredly at me.
This hasn't happened to me before.
Who's the major human in Kill Bill? I mean,
Like whoever it is that plays the bride, I can't think of what her name is.
no, Miss Piggy would have to be the bride.
Yeah,
It's Uma Thurman.
that's right.
I feel like a lot of the people she takes out
Uh-huh.
would be good humans.
Kermit the Frog and everything everywhere all at once is a side character. Just there.
Yeah, it's
It's pretty good too.
The Deadly Viper Squad. There we go. Which Muppet would Hattori Hanzo be?
Hmm. I'm still very fond of Muppet the Thing.
Muppet thing is
It's like,
very good idea.
which way round are you proposing this? Is it what replace one human with a Muppet, or does it replace everything? There's
good.
Jeb.
Oh,
Yay!
good.
That is the loading screen that Sleet has been getting every single time.
back to you, bitch.
So that's exciting. We'll see, I guess, if
Damn the Eagle is Hattori Hanzo.
oh my god.
It's very funny.
Uh-oh. I think Jeb has come for me.
Oh god, he's hunted me down, I think. He knows I'm watching your copy.
He knew that
Can't hide from me, I'm deathless.
he knew that you were the one responsible for saying, nah, let's not revert and save Bob, and now let's just leave Bill in space. Let's take a detour to the moon, unscheduled. Leave him up there in space station. Okay.
Could go real Eldritch Horror with the thing where it's the hand inside the puppet that changes its tune. Oh my god.
Oh. That's kind of cool.
God. Consider Muppet Alien, where when they've got who is it, John Hurt on the table, the chest burster pops out. It's just this.
It's just a hand.
It's just the hand. Oh, there's got to be art of that somewhere.
Surely.
By May and the Eagle. Yeah, I think whichever way is funnier is a good way to go about that particular puzzle. One Muppet or all but one
Okay, we're back in
Does it?
business, I think.
Muppet. Dozen Muppet-sized horses or 1,000 horse-sized Muppets.
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god, Breaking Bad, but it's Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker.
I feel like Beaker has to be Walter White in that scenario.
Ooh, I like that role reversal.
Because, like, delivering the Heisenberg speech and all that stuff,
Muppet remake of a Muppet remake. Have the cast playing each other. Oh, that's fun.
Ask Jax what time it is. It is 23:36 Pacific time.
Can't we see if this is going to be the one that does it?
Oh yeah, I already checked the orbital
okay.
path. It's there. I think I gravity turned a bit late, and we're a little bit
off kilter.
A little bit off kilter, but not too
Shouldn't
bad.
be a problem. I hope they add cities to Kerbin at some point. That would be cool to see. Even just like lights on the night side.
I would like that a lot, yeah. Like, I've definitely seen mods that add lights to Kerbin's surface, and that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, there are definitely mods for KSP1 that have added cities and stuff, which is amazing.
The modding scene for KSP1 was pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
and probably still is pretty good, honestly.
Remember how we abused poor Jeb with the little command chair?
Oh my god, yes!
Put him in like rings and stuff and spin him around, and I think we made like an open-faced space shuttle at one point. Where the top of it was just an open tube that we just had him loose in.
Yeah!
Oh, they live in the oceans normally. I like that.
It's a cool idea. How it goes trying to get to the moon? It's going.
Pretty good.
We'd go to the sun, but it's daytime, so it's kind of hot there right now.
Yeah, we'd have to wait till night. It cools off. We only kill one boy, and stranded another, which to be fair is better than any real world space agencies.
That's true. I should honestly probably just keep burning.
Yeah, that's
Close enough to have
Yes, we've been expecting
Lord
you.
Swang, welcome!
Oh, hey
Hi.
everybody. Hey, welcome to space.
Welcome to space, Lord Swank and company. Thank you for the raid with a party of 11. An extra 20 can we give? Yeah, exactly. Ah, y'all were playing PSP2. How did it go?
Hope y'all's was doing well.
Yeah, hope y'all did a good space. We're just showing off the God, what's
For
it?
science.
For science update, because we were real sad when KSP2 came out first and it was not great. And it seems like a lot of the problems have been sorted with it in this. Despite what just
the fact that we
happened.
just reloaded in from it not showing our orbital paths at all.
Just had to reload from that. Yeah, welcome, Raiders. If you feel like sticking around, feel free to hit the follow button. Because, Yeah, more hopeful about it. Absolutely, that describes us too. Because
Come to me through fire and
thanks for the
war.
follow, Lord Swank.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That puts us like 6 followers away from 700.
So close.
So close. I think this show, I was so worried that it was just going to be left in the horrible state that it was at launch, and that was just going to be it, and it was just going to be we could have had something nice, but nah.
No, we just shit the bed with it instead.
But no, it looks like there's some will to actually make this better. And right now it feels like just KSP1 with some more glitches and a fresh coat of paint over the UI and graphics, but all the same, I'm not mad at it.
It's felt just pretty good to play so far.
Yeah, I showed Sleet here the game, and she was just like, "Oh man, I'm gonna have to get this as well."
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I felt like it was dead as well. It just no updates. It felt like complete radio silence from the devs, and it's just oh, this is it. And suddenly, I guess there's probably been a lot more updates on the official forums. I hope. I hope that
Yeah.
it hasn't just been surprise for science update. But yeah, I'm actually hopeful that we might even get multiplayer one day.
Oh, God, I hope so.
I dare to dream. Okay, let's see if we can get a landing
I
in.
really wonder how it's supposed to work in a game that's got, like, time warp controls, but
Yeah, like,
here we are.
I know that we've seen consensus time warps in other games that have time controls. What else have we played that had that? There's a couple of games we played with time warp that. Ooh, there's an encounter. Nope, completely gone.
Yep, no, not a clue. Stellaris, I guess.
Oh yes, Stellaris. That would
Let
be
us
it.
set game speed.
Yeah. Stellaris, you can vote, I guess, sort of, on game speed. Okay, I need to remember to target our...
I remember one of the last big sort of campaigns I did in KSP1 ended with trying out the there's a couple different Kerbal race mods for Stellaris. Trying to play a game of Stellaris as the Kerbals. It's like, we did it. We've established interstellar presence now.
Let's see if they add in colonization and fix more stuff. If they do, hold more hope and play it lots more. Yeah. Like, I absolutely adore setting up space stations and outposts and stuff in KSP1, so I really hope that they bring a lot of expansion of that system to this. Oh, I guess that was the eccentric orbit thing that just popped.
I wonder too, they have so many parts based off of real world spacecraft parts. I would love to see James Webb Space Telescope parts.
Oh yeah.
That'd be fun. A big old heat shield thing, and
that's good enough. Docking is so much of a pain now.
Oh dear, I haven't really done a lot in this one yet.
Admittedly,
Docking is always a lot of pain.
I was just sort of assuming that I was having trouble with it because I completely forgot to put RCS on my last moon.
Stop!
Shoot.
So, oops.
No, don't save the game. See if we've got an auto save that's any good.
Beans.
From like... That kind of looks like from just now. Oh, that one looks okay.
Good shot.
We'll try this one. Yes, he knows!
That's what happens when Valentina goes to have a piss at just the wrong moment. Totally whiffs past the moon.
Where are we? Did we... Oh, wow!
Oh, perfect. Fully perfect.
Oh my god. Oh, wow! We
What?
should have corrected that.
What did we do?
We did a bad job.
What did... I'm saying we like I had any part in it.
Look.
Well, one of the things I love most about you is your many eccentricities, honey.
Like saying we.
like an eccentric, well, not really an eccentric orbit, but
It's fine. We can flatten it out in post.
fine.
We are going to be leaving a very large rocket stage on some kind of orbit. God knows what. I was going to remember to hit the maneuver node before firing it.
Correctly.
Yeah. Does it have the docking cam in this, I wonder? Because that was... Or at least the docking mode for the nav ball. I remember that being an absolute godsend.
Yeah.
Use SSTO and made stations all over. Love docking and making stations and more. Oh, it doesn't yet. Oh hell.
Oh dear.
Okay, so I think the recommendation still probably stands that if this looks cool, maybe get KSP1 for just now.
Yeah.
separate.
Tubes are coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Stop, burn, whatever. There we go. Okay. Wow. If this game looks good, don't buy it. I mean, I have a lot of love for this game, or at least for KSP1, and I really hope that they sort this shit out.
Yeah.
Setting up mods, testing what ones you... Oh, hell yes. Yeah, I feel like if we wind up unsatisfied with this, we're probably gonna be KSP wanting again.
Yeah.
Now, how do you fix an orbit like this? I guess we can just try.
I don't know we really need to. We just need to land. Yeah, if you're on the middle point.
Oh,
rather
yeah.
than-
Yeah, we wouldn't want to be there,
Yeah.
probably.
then you can fly
Yeah.
normal energy normal, but we could probably just land.
Yeah. Like, we have a whole extra stage we didn't think we were going to have for this, so we can be pretty meticulous about our setup here.
Sure. Now, one very cool thing about this game is the music and the body approach, celestial body approach.
Oh god, yeah, the drums that kick
Yeah.
in.
It's very intense.
I feel like it's different for different celestial bodies as well,
I
because
think it might be.
I remember it being pretty different for your approach to Minmus than what I was hearing going to the moon. Wait, if you don't have it until the next Christmas sale, let it have time to see if colonization gets added and maybe interstellar stuff, so it could be worth it then. Yeah, I think that's right.
It should be noted we did mostly get it because it was on sale.
Yeah, we're like, it's cheap enough and the reviews are
Improving.
improving, yeah. We'll give it a shot.
It's very pretty.
It looks gorgeous. And I think if we burn it right about here, we can probably... Zoop. Yeah, like, I feel like its reviews would be a lot less dire during initial release if it had released for, you know, like $10 or something. Like, the state that it released in, charging $60 for it was just absolutely a wild maneuver. But, you know, that's 2K games for you, I guess. Should we land this puppy?
Let's land this puppy. Preferably on the light side.
Yeah, that would be nice. I feel like if we bring our orbit down enough... Okay, yeah, let's come around and then we can slow down further over here. I think what we'll probably do to reduce the amount of fuel required is just burn up this stage for our insertion. Not insertion, our part of our descent. One of these days I'll get all the terminology right. Yeah, it felt like a money grab and run, you're exactly right. But yeah, fingers crossed. Now, I think one of our side missions is to get...
Yeah, we land in that Mare.
I want to land in that Mare. I also want to do a little bit of science. There we go. It's going to be juicy if we can get it back to Kerbal. Let's zoop along there. Of course, the problem with being so close to the moon is that...
That limits your time warps.
Yeah.
He's steep. I want to go into that impact crater. That's a cool. I don't know
That
what
one,
happened there
yeah.
yet.
Big impact. Okay.
Burner.
I think if we go here and then start burning hard
Yeah.
retrograde, that should do us.
Seems reasonable.
Losing a bit of velocity to our ascent, and here goes. Okay.
Oh, perfect amount of fuel.
Mhm. Look at that. Okay. Okay, and
Hello, Moon. Hello, Moon. We love you.
oh no, Synthwave Nightbeat, we don't have I Love My Lasagna right now either. I'm so sorry.
No.
Unnatural 20, can you get the refund for that? I need to just disable those because I'm going to be here for a bit still. Those can return when I'm back in Vancouver. Okay. Thanks, Unnatural 20. Okay, we have, I think, plenty of Delta V.
Oh yeah.
Fingers crossed. Speed time up a bit. We're still pretty high up. Okay. Well, any time that the game wants to increase the texture resolution, that would be quite nice.
On LOD one.
Okay, let's fire up the descent stage.
Yeah.
Because thing one, we are going to need to arrest our sideways momentum.
Once that retrograde marker is right at the tippity top of the blue part of the nav ball, we know we're going straight down. No lateral velocity.
God, feels like I got it a bit close there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Look, it's because the moon still looks like a
Yeah,
fucking blob. I was
why
like,
it's not loading in properly.
okay. There we go. Alright, I'll leave the engine running to try and keep our descent velocity fairly low.
Yeah, we probably want to let us go down a little bit because we're going to be here forever. We got 6,000 meters to drop. It usually looks a lot prettier than this.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what the fuck's going on. Like, are we just gonna drop right through the surface at this rate?
Oh god. Maybe map in and out again? Nope.
Landed on the low dent. Oh wait, is that detail? Landed on the low fidelity side of the moon. Be a little impatient as a treat.
Yeah.
What? What? Oh god. It's okay.
It's okay.
As long as we hit the ground at somewhere between 10 and 20 meters per second, I think.
Yeah.
Forget what the impact tolerance for those legs in this engine is. Should probably have checked that before.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I try to go below 10.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mhm.
You might be on a bit of a hillside.
It's probably fine. We're the angel and the devil on Valentina's shoulder. We're the two Jagovs at mission control. I do miss the different surface science animations. Because maybe they're in there and we've just not seen them yet. But wasn't there like an experiment where you could just play golf?
Oh, yeah, that's right. There was one where they would just tee up and golf.
Yeah. Oh, like butter. Nice. Okay.
How full are those tanks?
Good question.
Tanks?
So our resource manager. Okay.
The baguettes.
The baguettes are entirely full. So let's see. Oh yeah, we want to put all of these over there. I found a weird bug with this as well. If you're paused and you try and add... Well, that might be also part of the bug.
Ooh, that's fun.
Infinite tanks!
Oh dear.
I was supposed to go away when I unpaused.
Huh.
Well, never mind. It's probably fine.
Cool.
Anyway. In, out, out. Slurp.
Huh,
Okay.
perfect. Okay. Oh god, we have. It wasn't counting that in our Delta V at all.
Oh, wasn't it?
No, because we went from like 900 to 1600.
Oh, I guess that makes sense actually. Yeah, because these are on separators without their own engines. So.
Separate 'em. I want to watch them go fly. Well,
Did that satisfy
was
you,
a
my
little
love?
anemic, to be honest.
We've gone to the moon, and the first thing we did was litter.
They're not. It's not litter. They're monuments.
Sure.
Monuments to our greatness.
Reach a propulsor on crashing trajectory. Oh, Valentina, get off it.
You're gonna hit something. Ooh, it's a
Ooh.
bit of a jaunty angle. I guess that's fine.
It's fine. Did you need those? Nah, those are empty.
Yep.
I just drained those into the primary fuel tank, so we are good.
Okay.
Just
she
happy
is
to be here.
geeked out of her brain.
On surface survey.
Cool, full of dirt.
Too full of dirt.
It's like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Did he have a tube full of dirt?
He had a jar full of dirt.
Oh.
It had Octopus Bill Nye's heart in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely what his name was. Valentina Zone.
Is that how you spell Valentina? Yeah, it
Sure.
is now.
Suck it, Jeb.
Well, long and stressful trip here. Time to go home.
Hey, and it's the right flag. This
Oh
time,
yeah,
too.
it is. We had the
Oh,
problem
yeah.
with it. Actually, I think it was correct when I placed the flag, but when I reloaded the game, it was using the
Oh,
default
I
one.
forgot
So
about
okay, so now we just need to do a little bit of a dangerous approach to the rocket.
that. Yeah.
Okay, everything's normal. Oh,
Perfect.
Nope, not that way. Not that way either. I love the little creaky sounds that the leg make. I'm gonna save the game before this whole thing topples over
Yeah.
and we have to launch from our side.
I've had to do that before. It doesn't work out very easily.
No, I'd imagine it doesn't. There we go, and we've got some science, junior science also.
Nice.
Okay, so we just pretty much need to go up.
Yeah, we just need to do the reverse of that.
Go up and burn eastwards, I think.
The guy from the Western movies?
Sure. Is that the right direction?
Nope, that is south. The orange one is north.
Oh, right. Oh, the thing pivots to where you're going.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand the nav ball better now.
Yay!
I learned something. Finally.
Yeah, the top one's your heading. Your azimuth?
Yes, our azimuth.
No, your heading, whatever.
Sucks to your azimuth. Okay, we've got a decent apoapsis, and should be hitting that 2 from now.
Goodbye, Moon. The game still thinks she's out in EVA. That's a little scary. Okay.
That icon sticks around for a while.
It does, I've noticed that. Didn't forget our boy. Home alone on the moon.
Well, thankfully this thing doesn't have a probe core on it, so it wouldn't have gone anywhere without someone in
That
there.
would be so funny. She's just sitting on a moon rock, looking up at Earthrise. She's got a sandwich that she's just kind of
That she smuggled
smushing
aboard.
against. Yeah, that's just kind of smushing against her helmet. She looks behind her, and the rocket takes off. He's like, "Well,
Better ration this out." Kind of goes into the Martian mode and starts planting the sandwich in the dirt.
yeah." It's just growing sandwich plants. Just gotta poop on this thing a whole lot. You know, have a food. That Jamin sure is smart.
Probably don't strictly need to enter an orbit on our return, but
No, not really. If you're launching from the right place, which I think we more or less were.
we're in an orbit now, so let's figure out our return. God, can I untarget the moon? That's going to get real annoying. Ah, clear target, bless. Okay. That's a Kerbal approach that is fucking bananas. I don't like that very much. That's a lot more like it.
Yeah.
Actually, putting more delta V into that makes that orbit worse, so just gently.
Gently the rocket.
Yeah. And then I think we do have enough delta V to return, so suck it Bill as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, fingers crossed. I know we're going a bit late, but
Almost there.
yeah. Could hardly have a stream where we're saying, yeah, we're gonna do a moon landing, and then we don't do it.
Yeah. Get
Or
partway
like,
there.
well,
Goodbye.
out of time, goodbye.
To be fair, it feels like we've been live for an hour and a half.
Yeah, yeah. Like, Kerbal Space Program has some kind of weird time dilation effect that just sucks the hours out. It's exactly like Civilization in that respect.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, there we go. So that should be our insertion there.
Whoosh.
Nice. Okay, well. Do we go optimal and wait till we're round to our next apoapsis?
May as well. I don't think we strictly need to, but. Wee! Hey, Jeb! I mean, Bill.
They're all Jeb in some respect.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jeb's even one of the Kerbals you can take on missions. I think he's been.
He's in there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Alright. I thought he'd been ascended to background character mission control. That'd be kind of sad if he was.
I could do that.
You know what? We're basically there. Okay. Bazinga. I'm sorry I said Bazinga, but
I'm sorry you did too.
you know what? That's fair. Well, we almost can wave as we see
Yeah.
see Bill up there. Okay, we're still way high up.
Yep.
Oh, we are gonna hit the atmosphere pretty hard, I think. Bazinga. I'm sorry, I said Bazinga. Yeah. Wow, we are coming in hot. At this point, I'm starting to have some regrets about, should I add drogue shoots? Nah, I'm probably fine.
We'll be alright. It's so stressful without the heat indicators.
Yeah. The blader doesn't seem to be decreasing unless I need to use
Very efficient.
resources. Wow, yeah, it burned very little.
Yeah, I think in the VAB you can reduce the amount of the blader and the heat shield.
Okay,
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
yeah, we did it.
We did great.
Huh. We're landing in
Some kind of tundra.
middle of nowhere.
Top of a mountain.
A little bit.
Good thing Jeb isn't here. We resort to cannibalism pretty quick.
Ooh, where are you? Okay.
In Skyrim?
I think we've
We might
landed.
be over Whiterun.
Hey, you're
Yo.
finally awake.
Jarl, there's a dragon approaching. It's really fucked up looking.
We're trying to cross the border, weren't you?
curbs this anymore. Well, I would have liked us to have landed right at the top of that mountain and have this thing roll all the way downhill, because that would have been really funny.
Kind of would have been.
Ta-da!
I'm just gonna slurp up just a little extra science real
Sure.
quick.
Welcome to Mount Science. Oh,
Oh,
Wiggly
wow.
Rock Mountain.
Some Daggerfall Aztecs.
Yeah, not really. Aimed for Skyrim. Hit a little bit to the west of it, I guess.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, a few spins for good measure. We should have.
Oh. Hey, that went really well.
That went super well. Without a single hitch.
Surprisingly good. So how'd Starfield? Pretty good, it turns out. We like it when it's like this.
Hmm.
Yep, we did that.
Yay.
Eccentric orbit, we did that.
Yay.
And we did the heck out of that. Thanks, science.
Thousand
Thousand
science.
science, that's so good.
Pretty good.
Ah. Alright. I think that's where we're going to wrap up for tonight.
I think that's a good idea.
I kind of want to do more of this.
I want to do another great Kerbal Space Race, to
I
be
would
honest.
like that a lot. I would like for perhaps our next encounter with this on stream to see if we can get to Duna.
Yeah.
Oh, here's hoping KSP2 gets the updates it needs and outperforms Starfield with these. That would be really nice. I would
Mhm.
like that. Alright, we're gonna real quick check fan art because Goblins has been teasing something. Oh,
Oh
my god.
my god.
Hang on, let me pull this up and I'll just save this to
Goblins, have we said that you're literally the best?
so fucking choice. Okay, let's expand this a little bit.
Houston Wife Edition? We've
Got a wee problem.
got a wee problem. What's the situation, Jax?
Moon is smaller than hypothesized.
That's really good.
Really fun.
Oh,
Goblins, you're so fucking great. Thank you so much. I love sleeves in shirt sleeves as well. She looks so
Yeah.
hot.
yeah.
Oh my god. We're gonna see if we can find someone to throw it to. That's our raid message. What? Jax is larger than Moon, or
Moon is smaller than hypothesized.
Moon is smaller than hypothesized is really good. I think we're going to send this over to Izzy the Fat Cat, who has
Yeah.
just started streaming lately. They are 18 plus stream, just like ours. They're doing art. If there's any folks that are still watching, you've had a good time watching us go to the moon, and you're not following us somehow, maybe hit that follow button before we sign off, because
Yeah, it makes me so happy.
it would make us so happy. And if you know people who might like our stuff, bother them and see if you can get them to follow us.
Yeah.
Because, hey, it would give us some good brain chemicals to finish off the year with 700 followers.
Word of mouth is the best advertising.
Yeah. Okay. Go. Oh, Izzy's raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. Oh, shoot. Huh.
What's that mean?
I guess that means that Izzy's just set up to not allow raids. I guess Shadow Raid. So I'm gonna ask to raid, yeah. Let me see.
Ba, 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 ba.
Gonna have to turn the volume on so I can hear them. Unless, like, if you're not affiliate, you can't.
Alright, fine. Hold on. Jax and or sleep.
Izzy's gonna do it.
Then
Yay.
I turned it back on. Now get in. If I turn it.
There we go. Okay.
Follow Long Crier Cat.
Let's see. Shoot, it was... Moon is smaller than hypothesized. Okay. There we go. Copy and paste that into Izzy's chat. Go say hi. Go follow.
See you next year,
Uh,
everybody.
Izzy has 96 followers, so drop her a follow if you're interested in some cool art. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching our stream through the year. And y'all take care. Have a great new year. And we'll see you in 2024.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you then.
Mwah.
Mwah.